Hello, my lovelies. So here we come back to, what unit are we in now? 6. After this, only 2 more. So Gothic is going to be super different than the art of China and Japan. So notice that we're going back in time quite a bit now that we're starting in China. So here we are with the learning objectives of Neolithic China, all the way up into, let's see, I believe the 1200s. So here's our time period. Yep. You might find something interesting here for your final. And I love how it just kind of encapsulates all of that time period. And here's our map. Fascinating. Manchuria, Mongolia, Russia, Kazakhstan, just to see all of the influences that we have here. And here's Taiwan, and here's the Philippines. Maps, I love maps. Okay, this is really, really, really famous. All right, so this is the army of the first emperor of Qin. And the Qin ruler, Huagandi. I'm gonna mispronounce everything. So now that we're in China, you know, I'm just gonna butcher it. But so you can call me out on that, right and left. So he is remembered in art history for the army of life-size warriors and horses he commissioned for his tomb. And you know, just recently they found, I think, 250 more warriors. So if you subscribe to National Geographic, oh my gosh, they refer to art history constantly. I love it. So here's the army. Gosh. And it's so fascinating that the sculptors made every member of the army appear different and individualized. Incredible. And oh my gosh, okay, so this is Neolithic. Maggiaio. I'm going to go with that. The culture is notable for their pottery. Gorgeous. So think about this same time period, BCE, that we've already studied. So you see some similarities. You know, red and black figure. Okay, this is Shang Dynasty. Bronze vessel designs and decorations are fully integrated to suit each vessel's form. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. So this object was made during the Shang Dynasty. During the Shang Dynasty, elaborate cast bronze vessels were produced. So that is notable. The Bronze Age Shang Dynasty was revealed as warlike and a stratified society by excavations in 1928. Another notable aspect of Shang. And oh my goodness, can you believe this is made of bronze? Gorgeous. Okay, the bi-disc with dragons. This object is made of jade. Now when we think of jade, we normally think of a green stone, but there are other colors that jade can come in. This one notable. Okay, funerary banner. The imagery on the silk banner discovered in the tomb of the Marquis of Dai, ooh, nice name, is thought to represent the heavenly, human, and underworld realms. The silk textile found in the tomb of the Marquis of Dai is as a funeral banner. Notable. Oh, so cool. Bronze, flying horse. Fantastic. And an incense burner. Well, you got to be able to burn incense in the afterlife, right? Okay, so this is a really notable piece as well. So this is from the Wu family shrine. The figures were represented as larger to highlight their importance in some of the scenes from the Wu family shrine. So we're very familiar with that. You know, larger figures with more importance. That comes through in all of our history. The ceremonial scenes showing homage and honor of something and loyalty in this relief from the Wu family shrine are a reflection of Confucianism in the Han society. So notice we're in the Han dynasty. Model of a house. How cute. I'd live there. Okay, this is the raised beam construction. Notable. And Shakyamuni Buddha. This is the first precisely datable Chinese Buddhist image. The Shakyamuni Buddha of the 6 dynasties was made of gilded bronze. So made of bronze and then gilded means it was covered in gold. This is the earliest precisely datable Chinese image of the Buddha from the 6 dynasties. I know I said that, but it's worth repeating. Okay, this is the Lady Feng and the bear. I love this little bear. He's so cute. So this is attributed to the artist Gu Kaizi. He's the painter of this hand scroll scene. So fascinating that they developed this method of reading, you know, and scrolling one part and then opening the other. And that's how they would read. The title of this scene is Lady Feng and the Bear. So apparently Lady Feng was a pretty tough lady. Okay, this is a gilded bronze artwork about these. I don't want to call them deities because I know that's not quite correct. But, gosh, can't remember what they're called. Hold on, let me look it up. So apparently they're twin Buddhas. So it wasn't exactly what I was thinking of, but still, good to know. Okay, seated Buddha. This is at Datong. Incredible rock-cut sculptures. An altarpiece. Amitabha. Okay, so the complex in China that was the site of hundreds of these rock-cut shrines and sculptures during the Northern Wei and Tang dynasties is the Longmen Caves. So here we have it. In the Vairocana Buddha, which is this, the Tang sculptors have repressed and replaced surface detail with monumental simplicity. So that was just part of their philosophy. Okay, main hall, Nanjing Temple. Okay, so this is the paradise of Amitabha. So we've seen this person before. The name of the central figure here is Amitabha. The art commissioned by the Tang court is best described as worldly and self-assured. Who wouldn't want those qualities, right? Bodhisattva. Yes, I'm going to butcher it. Hanging scroll. Okay, so this is a cool one. The artist's decision to depict an exemplar moral and political virtue is Jan Liebens' The 13 Emperors. This is based on the Confucian ideal of learning from the past to create an ordered society. So this was an exemplar, so that just means an example for all to view. Ladies of the Palace. So this is the tomb of Princess Yongtai. The paintings were created during the Tang dynasty, and the compositional device of pairing two human figures facing into and out of the picture is used in the tomb of Yongtai. So they had an innovation there. This is so cute. Neighing horse. I shouldn't say cute. It's cool. The ceramic figural tradition of the Tang dynasty included a broad range of subject matter. They had musicians on camels and Semitic traders and apparently neighing horses. So it was, quite a variety. A solitary temple amid clearing peaks. The Chan Buddhist beliefs that developed under the Song emperors, such as this Northern Song period artwork, held a great effect on the art of Japan. So, we're still in China, but remember, this is the type of artwork that had a great effect on the artists of Japan. Okay, Fan Kawan. This is a hugely important artwork, Travelers Among Mountains and Streams. Fan Kawan reflects Taoist sensitivity in this artwork, Travelers Among Mountains and Streams, by focusing on the mountains. They're the big important part. And then minimizing the human element. Okay, they're so tiny down here. You really have to look for the people. The Northern Song artist Fan Kawan's paintings are characterized by shifting perspective, which means that they weren't concerned about what the eye sees in reality. It's more about allowing the eye to wander throughout the artwork and experience it. So when we have shifting perspective, we don't have like converging lines, where things get smaller and smaller into the distance. It was just, your eye is allowed to just wander freely. Okay, the text and images in this hand scroll are attributed to Huizong, and the reorganized curriculum for court artists set up by Emperor Huizong included the study of classical Chinese art of earlier periods. So, I'll tell you, I took Chinese art history during my bachelor's, and I only remember a few things because my professor was so incredibly boring and monotone. I had to eat constantly during his class in order to stay awake. But I do always remember the auspicious cranes. So auspicious cranes in China, that's a sign of good luck. Good fortune is about to come. Okay, this artist created this design with sgraffito. So sgraffito, we're going to hear a lot about that in upcoming, especially if you're taking art history too. But notice that the technique used to decorate this face, sgraffito, is a lot like the Greek pottery technique, where the design is scratched or incised through a contrasting colored layer of slip. So they would have put, a white layer and then a black layer and then carve into it to reveal the other color. Cool. Bodhisattva, the term that art historians use to describe the varnish-like substance made from the sap of the Asiatic sumac to decorate wood furniture and other objects is lacquer. So this is actually painted wood, and it would have been originally very shiny. I'm sad that they don't show a lot of the lacquered images in this text, because they are gorgeous. I mean, lacquered furniture is what I meant. Okay, this is Fogongsi Pagoda. The Chinese work that is closest in function to an Indian stupa, so we've recently learned about stupas, is Fogongsi Pagoda, this building. The construction technique that was used to build the Fogongsi Pagoda is beam and bracket. Beam and bracket, that's notable. Okay, Ma Huan. He painted this artwork during the Southern Song dynasty. During the Southern Song period, Neo-Confucianism philosophy flourished. It was a blend of traditional Chinese thought and selected Buddhist concepts. So they were blending those two philosophies. Okay, Sia Gui, 12 views from a thatched hut. We're still in Southern Song. So one of the most important goals of the Chinese artist was to serve as an instrument through which nature could reveal itself. So all about nature. And the Chinese interest in landscape painting was most strongly influenced by Taoist emphasis on harmony with nature and poetic themes. How lovely and relaxing, right? Okay, this is Zhao Jishang. He used color in this painting for symbolic purposes. So, and it was in accordance with the writings of CA, which is Xie. I did look that one up, so I get that pronunciation. Liang Kai, again with these poetic ideas. And this is just amazing to me. So this is a crown. Dude, wow, gold and jade. So, and this is Korean. Notable. The Korean Hwangnam-dong crown with its gold band and uprights and jade, comma-shaped, see the little commas? Pieces is thought to symbolize life and supernatural power. So these little things, they kind of remind me of yin and yang. Of course, you've heard of that, but I'm seeing that already. Okay, this meditating bodhisattva was made at the time of the introduction of Buddhism to Korea. Ethnically, the Koreans are related to the Siberians and the Mongolians. Not surprising. Okay, oh, this is huge. So Korea turned out to be the cultural link between China and Japan. The Silla rulers, this Silla kingdom, their perception of the Buddhist temples they built in and around their capital city, Gyeongju, is one of supernatural defenses. So that doesn't sound too surprising, looking at what we've seen in the past supernaturally. Korea's artistic golden age occurred during the Silla kingdom during this time. And the location of the structure and statue depicted here is Siakgaram. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but it's okay. The accomplishments of the Korean unifying Sillan kingdom are contemporaneous with the Tang dynasty of China. So interesting, these things occurred at the same time. Okay, this is Mei Byung vase. So this is Celadon glaze. So this is really important and notable. Impressive Celadon ceramics were produced during the Goryeo dynasty period. The 12th century Korean pottery that was recognized and highly sought after is the Celadon ware. So this one, really important. Oh, I didn't have any additional notes. Whoops. Okay, and then discussion questions if you're interested. And I've highlighted a really important one right there. Okay, that's it for Ancient China.